This is Chess Intermediate Level Phase 2. Don't forget to subscribe to the Method A channel. In this Chess Intermediate Level Part 2 presentation, we're going to be looking at having purpose to moving pieces and not just randomly moving the pieces, discerning the opponent, and to always be intimidating with your pieces. Purpose instead of random. Chess tactics. Chess tactics are the moves made on the board from the start of the game that look to remove the opponent's pieces right away. Here we can see with this particular game of chess, both sides, white and black, are maneuvering their pieces as close to the center of the board as they can, with the intention for each player to remove the other player's pieces from the board. And that's what the tactical moves are all about. Purpose instead of random. Chess strategies. Chess strategies are moving pieces in such a way that the opponent's pieces come off the board and the process of checkmate on the opponent's king can be seen before the checkmate occurs. Here we can see from the game that originally had the tactical moves in the short term. Now we're seeing the strategy part in this game, where each player is attempting to checkmate the other's king and yet still keep their pieces from being removed from the board. So this would be the strategy stage. Discern the opponent. With discernment in chess, the player needs to be at least 3 moves ahead of the opponent in order to have control of the game. As you can see from the board, these are just basic moves by each player. And from here, each player will need to try to figure out the opponent by at least 3 moves out. And whichever player can figure the other one out with 3 moves ahead will more than likely end up winning this game. Intimidate the opponent. Intimidation in chess is when one of the players uses their pieces to force the opponent to make a move that they did not intend to make out of concern that the piece may get taken. Here's just one example of an intimidation with the white pieces on the dark piece, with the rook and the pawn intimidating the knight. And the knight will have no other choice but to move away from this scenario. Otherwise, it could be captured by either the pawn or the rook. And the other example of an intimidation, this time with the dark pieces, the bishop and the knight intimidating the rook. The bishop could take the rook diagonally. The knight could take the rook 2 up and 1 over. So the rook will have no other choice but to move to a different square so it won't be taken. This concludes Chess Intermediate Level Phase 2.